What's up, everybody? And today I'm going to be going over your guys' lifting form. For those who don't know, I've been lifting for about 7 years now. I've made a couple Team USA teams. I've been competing at nationals since I was 13 years old. And I also have my level 1 in both CrossFit and USAW. And so you guys sent me your lifting videos over Instagram, and today I'm gonna review them. So let's waste no more time. Let's get it poppin'. So first person we have up is Emma Marie 37. I know she's part of the Discord gang, so you know Discord gang is privileges. Free Discord, join the community down below. Okay, so I'm gonna just look at it once and then I'll slow it down from the beginning. So, snatching. Ooh, good mobility. Okay, so for this, let's start with her start position. Strong flat back, which is good. Eyes forward, which is good. Arms are relaxed. So see her back angle here. As she goes and lifts up, it she's at her knee, and ideally the back angle would stay the same, but she's a little higher. And so the way to help this is really pushing those knees back off the floor so that back angle stays the same right about here. But let's see how it affects the rest of the lift. Okay, she keeps the bar close. But because she had to stand up so early, her hips are coming in. So see, her hips are back here, right? Already at mid-thigh, her hips are shifting forward. And if you look at her toes right here, she brings her toes up off the floor early. And look how high she gets on her toe. And that just kind of makes the bar fling out a little bit. So if you see, it kind of loops. Luckily, she's strong enough to kind of loop it back around her head. And she's strong overhead. A little loose in the bottom. I'd want to maybe catch it a little tighter, more like a power snatch. But aside from that, she gets it over her head and stands up with it pretty easy. So, yeah, big takeaways for this. Get those knees back off the floor to maintain this back angle right here, all the way up to here. Okay, instead of it being like this. You see that? And then just keep those hips back. Try to keep those feet flat on the ground up into here. And so your hips aren't pushing it forward and it's looping it out. And then just push up against it a little tighter so it doesn't smush you down like that. But other than that, looks like you have a lot of potential. Everything else looks pretty good. Next person we're gonna review is Emery. All right, let's just look at it real quick, full motion. Okay, a little forward. He's hyped though, it looks like a PR, so can't expect perfection on these maximum weights, but from what I can see, start looks pretty good. Feet stay flat, knees are coming out and back, which is not bad. Little tension on the arms, which I'm also guilty of. So I would just try to turn those knuckles down and relax the arm a little bit more. Then gets into the hip. Feet are still flat, pretty good. Stands up. Gets pretty high on those toes, but lands straight down, which is good. And then just looks like it kind of crashes just a tiny bit. Let me put it in slow-mo. Yeah, so that might just be an overhead stability type thing. And again, this is heavy weight, so it's not gonna be perfect. But when you're lifting, really wanna meet it as high as you can, just so you limit that crash, because you wanna start pushing up against the bar before it starts pushing down on you. So Emery, from what I can see, start to the knee looks pretty good. And then just try to relax those arms a little bit. Lift that chin up all the way at the top, don't tuck it. Just meet it as high as you can. But that's a pretty good lift, man. 2 thumbs up from Coby. Next up, we have Kieran, another Discord gang member. Just go through one time. Okay. Lands wide, but stands up pretty easily. Okay. And for her jerk, let me see what we got here. Got a little power jerk. Stands it up though. Okay. Good lift, good lift. All right, let's look at the clean first. So for the clean, one thing I would just like to say is when you're doing this dynamic start, I would try to keep your head up a little more, because I'd rather you get a focal point kind of at a high point in the wall, but pull up to the knee. That actually looks really good. Chin's tall, back's flat. Then from there, you see you kind of got some tension in the elbows here. And that you stand up. You look very vertical. It's hard because you don't have the side angle, but you look very vertical. Ideally in the extension, you'd kind of be back like this, so you can really get the bar coming back, because if you're vertical, the bar is going to be slightly out in front of you still. You also land very wide. I'm not sure if that's your squat stance, but you always want to land in the clean snatch. You always want to land what feels the most comfortable squatting. So if that's where you feel the most comfortable, if I told you to do air squat right now and that's how you squatted, that's fine, but it looks a little wide, which kind of prohibits you from getting very low. But luckily, you caught it well. Stood up, with the chest up. All right, then now for the jerk. Got a power jerk pretty hard for maximal weights, but let's look at the dip. For the dip, you go down. Okay, one thing I will notice, see your knees compared to your feet, right? Your feet pointed out this way. Your knees are pointed down this way. So your knees are kind of caving in a little bit, and your knees are pointing forward. Ideally, you want your knees to kind of track over your toes, whether that means kind of moving your toe angle in a little bit and moving your knee angle out. But other than that, she drives up, keeps her chest tall the whole time, which is good. Lands pretty flat. Good. Kind of rushes out of it, which I understand if this is a competition lift, it's heavy. But you get your head through, which is good. Gain your composure. And so overall, it's really not a bad lift. Just don't rush out of it. Get comfortable being in that position, whether it's more repetitions with a little bit heavier weights, or just doing kind of like a pause jerk. Not a bad lift overall. And that was the last video. If you guys enjoyed me breaking down technique a little bit, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. Comment down below if you'd want to see me critique your video in the future. If I get enough love on this, then maybe I'll do another one. Make sure y'all follow all my socials, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, so you don't miss an opportunity to be in on a video. We got big things coming up. I'm moving off to college to UF in less than 2 weeks, so we got a lot of big plans coming up. Hopefully a lot of fun college videos, maybe some new collaborations. We gonna see. Make sure you guys stay healthy, stay safe, stay happy. And I'm gonna catch y'all next Money Moves Monday. We out.